Hi, welcome to Simply Country Cuisine. Well, today I'm going to make something that I've not made this before, but Dina and Robert made it a couple weeks ago, and she said it was so delicious. And I asked her, I said, what do you think we should cook for the video? She goes, let's give those chicken Parmesan sliders a try. So we're going to. So let's get to it. I've never made it, so it's new to me. The recipe calls for chicken nuggets. You can use the frozen chicken nuggets or make your own. Well, I went ahead and I baked some chicken nuggets today, so I could use my nuggets, the kind, and if you refer back to, I think it's video 3, Joshua could probably tell you, it's the chicken nuggets and mac and cheese video. That's a frying nugget, and you could use those too, but I went ahead and baked this because there's a few of us around here that are trying to lose a little bit of our New Year's resolution weight, so I thought baking them would be a little healthier. So anyway, I've got enough nuggets here for the 12 sliders. Now I've got the oven preheated to 350, and I'm going to take a little bit of butter on my spatula and just kind of butter my casserole dish. I was going to buy the Hawaiian buns, and they didn't have any but the little packs, but HEB has the same thing, and it's called Aloha, so it's the same thing. But I have cut the buns horizontally, and I have a top portion and I have a bottom portion. Well, the recipe says to put the bottom portion in the oven for about 3 minutes just to kind of crisp it up. So I have added to this 1/4 cup of butter. I have a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And this we're going to actually pour over top of the sliders when we put the tops on. So when the buns come out of the oven, then we're going to add the chicken and a piece of mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan, and then we'll put the lid on and sprinkle some more Parm and put this on and bake it. Okay, now it's not brown, but it's toasty feeling. Now I'm adding a chicken nugget to each slider bun, so that would be 12 in total here. And I made my chicken nuggets pretty big. Yes. Now that I have my chicken on there, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of marinara sauce to each slider. Now we've added the marinara sauce to the top of the chicken, so we have it layered. We have the toasted bun, we have a chicken nugget, and now a tablespoon of marinara. And now I'm going to take a quarter of the squares, just roughly tear it, and lay it on top of the chicken with the marinara sauce on top of the chicken. Okie dokie. Now I've taken the top portion of the buns, I've laid them on top of the little chicken sandwiches. And I know that you're familiar with the Hawaiian ham sandwiches that they pour the butter over top of it and bake it. It's the same principle. I've mixed up this butter, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. And now I'm going to drizzle this over top of the buns. I'm gonna take my rubber spatula and just kind of smooth it a little bit. So I'd like to make sure every piece has some of that goodness on there. Okay, I'm gonna take a piece of foil. I'm gonna cover my baking dish. And now I'm gonna put this back in the oven at 350 for 15 minutes. Okay, the timer's gone off. We're gonna pull it out and take the foil off and cover it with Parmesan cheese, and then put it back uncovered for about 3 minutes. Now, if you notice, I did not add any salt to this recipe because the Parmesan cheese is salty, the mozzarella cheese is salty, and I was afraid it would become a little bit unbearable to eat. So now we're going to put it back in for 3 minutes, and then you'll come back and we'll put one on the plate and give it a try, and we'll see how correct Dina and Robert were, how delicious this is. All right, see you in a few minutes. Okay, now they've come out of the oven. They've kind of got a little crispy on the edges and toasty, and the cheese is melted on it. I'm going to pull one of these out. There we go. Now, I assume you can probably pick this up with your hands to eat it, but I'm not a hand kind of person. So I'm going to actually cut it, and then I put some of the marinara sauce in a little dish. I thought it would also be good, and you can reference back to one of the earlier videos. I made the lemon salad with lemon, olive oil, garlic, salt, and green onion. I thought that would taste good with this. We'll give it a little cut. Dip a little bit in here. That tastes like a pizza. A chicken pizza. Boy, I made a mess, didn't I? For the finicky eaters in your family, if you've got children that like chicken nuggets, tell them they're having chicken nugget pizzas for dinner. I'm sure they're going to eat this up. And I think I would probably make a double batch of this. That's very good, Dina. That was a good idea. I appreciate you going through a trial and error with me on this. I think we have something that we can add to our repertoire of meals for quick and easies. Thank you so much. And just remember, this morning, Pastor Adam does a 15-minute devotional on the computer once a week for our small group. And he was talking about wisdom in Proverbs 1. If we seek wisdom, she will find us. We need to seek the godly wisdom in everything we say, we do, and we touch for our every step. Doing that and staying in God's good, staying in his commands of the wisdom, he's going to protect you and he'll cover you with the Psalms 91. He'll put his arms around you and cover you. So if you don't have a place to worship, we would love to have you come worship with us at Glad Tidings Land or Assemblies of God, the church on the hill across from the post office. Subscribe, like, and share these videos to be alerted for our next video. And Thursday's coming up for trivia or question Thursday. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do this week, but we've had some winners and it's been a lot of fun. Thanks again for joining. See you later.